Hi guys, welcome back to another e-learning video. This video will be over how to find the percent of a number, and we're going to do that by turning a percent into a fraction and then multiply. In our last video, we changed the percent into a decimal and we multiplied, but this video is going to be the other method, which is changing the percent into a fraction and multiplying. So let's change 5% into a fraction. As I talked about before, percent means out of 100. So it's 5%, which means 5 out of 100. You're going to multiply. We want this to be a fraction so that it's easier for our multiplication. So I'm going to change 70 into 70 over 1. If this was a 20, it'd be 20 over 1. If it was 80, it'd be 80 over 1. So you're just changing whatever number you have to be over a 1 so that we can multiply these fractions a little easier. So the way you multiply fractions is you multiply the top and the bottom. So you're going to multiply the top numbers and then multiply the bottom numbers. The top, your numerators here, so 5 times 70. You might have to use a calculator. You can use one on your computer. 5 times 70, I get 350. So 350, and then 100 times 1 is 100. And then if you want to do this calculation, this is a good review. The way you turn a fraction into a decimal is you do the top number divided by the bottom. You do the numerator divided by the denominator. So you can try that out. Do 350 divided by 100, and you get 3.5. So it equals 3.5. That means that 3.5 is 5% of 70. So let's try another example. We have 25%. So we're going to change that into a fraction. So 25% means 25 out of 100. Multiply and then change 30 into 30 over a 1. Multiply the top and the bottom. So 25 times 30. Try that out. 25 times 30. We get 750. And then on the bottom, I have 100 times 1, which is 100. Then this would need to go in your calculator. 750 divided by 100, 7.5. So I did 750 divided by 100, and I got 7.5. So that means that 7.5 is 25% of 30. So just sort of a ending to this video, let's think about a real world question, just so you have some relevance in the world for this. Make some space here. Let's say you go to a store and something is 25% off of something that costs $50. So how much money are you saving if it's 25% off? Well, you're not always going to know the answer right off the bat. Let's use the method of finding out what percent of this number is, what 25% of this number is. So 25% is 25 over 100 times going to be a 50 over 1 multiply 25 times 50. Check that on your handy dandy calculator. 25 times 50 is 1,250. On the bottom, you have 100 times 1, which is 100. You try this out. So you try out 1,250 divided by 100. And that is 12.5. So 12.5 is 25% of 50. That means you're saving $12.50. So that is a real world example of it. So we just went over how to find the percent of a number by changing it to a fraction and multiplying. You'll see another video which will tell you how to simplify fractions, which is something I could have done here in this video, but I didn't because I will be doing that in another video. I hope to hear from you guys during office hours and see you on live sessions.